go on an adventure while we fix irrigation and holes in our rant about leadership and management. Your people are only as good as you train them, but sometimes even when you train them well, they don't listen ever. So what you have to do is you have to find a way to motivate them so that they can find purpose, because it's a team effort in farming and life, as much as some people think otherwise. So we had irrigation checks. So you always must trust but verify. That's a really big key point. You trust but verify. That's what we're doing on Sunday. They said they did stuff. Always check them just to make sure they're being honest. What I did find is we have beautiful Sili peppers. Train, we got peppers. So we got nice Sili plants. Now we came in here, Train took this on her job, and she was able to prune these all back by pruning them back, cutting back all that green foliage. We took all the greens. It now caused them to all turn red. So this is the life cycle of peppers, and why you can harvest like 3 times a week. So this is a great harvest day. So now we're gonna make a little work trip out of this, as well as fix the field irrigation. We're gonna now be able to harvest these peppers and take them with us, take a little money out of here. Now over here, I might have been a little zealous in my application of mite. So this is a nutrient burn on it. So I might have been a little too heavy-handed, but once you get mites into your field, very hard to get them back out. So I was a little too intense on my sprays. I probably could have toned it back a little bit. So that's on my bad. But I think I really killed off that generation of mites, and then now these guys should come back pretty healthy. The reason you can tell it's nutrient burn versus any other type of effect is because it makes this like splotchy little part. That's how you can tell it's nutrient burn. And that would probably be because of the chemicals that I put on it to give it a fungicide and an insecticide. So I might have to even do that every other day versus just all in one day. Even though it says you can do it together, this is proof otherwise. So that just makes a very unhealthy plant. You can see some of the splotches come in there, and that's normally from bacterial or a fungus when it gets that brown looking splotch. But I think these guys will bounce back. I won't feed them. I'll let them just get water every day, and then we'll just give them a good healthy dose of water, and then let them do it. But it looks like they're gonna bounce back as well. But you have to really make sure you're really on top of it, because I was really worried more about the mites than I was about actually burning these guys out. I trimmed back a lot of them because once they get in there, the mites will just stop the growth of the plant. And like here, like I look like I defoliated that one with its spray, and I only did 8 liters of water and a couple solutions, so I really attacked it. So that's on me. These are Carolina Reapers and whatnot. So yeah, it's a very unhappy plant. So it's gonna get some good water today. And this is just part of the management. I'd rather be the one to make the mistake when I do things. That one actually had a pepper, but it's got some new growth buds right there. It's a new growth bud, and then a new growth bud right in there. So it looks like they are. Hopefully these guys bounce back good, but they need some heavy dose of water. So I might even spray them out. Well, here at least we got some Sili ready to pick, and then we'll just go back into the field. But yeah, turns a nice Sunday afternoon into a work. But you always got to check your team, make sure they understand the goals, because if we didn't come back out here today, we would have lost all our pumpkins. All our pumpkins would have been dead because the mulch was installed incorrectly, and the irrigation has like 4 or 5 holes in it that have to be replaced because it's just spewing water everywhere, and that would not be good for our cost. So you always got to come out here and just check everybody and see what's going on and see what needs to get done. And then you have to really keep a really strict schedule. You can't just yell at people, it doesn't work. But you have to make sure that you just come out there and take the ownership and go check them and then say, hey, you got to do this. And then hold them to that standard. If they don't do that, then you got to move them on. I'm going to go take a look. We're having some cousins come out later. At least got the undergrowth good. You can actually see through our trees. So that's pretty good. So we're making some good progress on everything, but if we don't have crops, then it's all for naught. Gecko, what you got? What you got there, little guy? Nothing? You're a tired Gek? You're tired. He's a tired Gek with a dinosaur. And they got the cousins and the Rissa. Rissa with the lollipop.
It's a push pop.
Push pop.
Why does everybody keep saying this is a lollipop when
It's a lollipop.
It's a push pop.
Look at that tired gecko.
Push pop.
Hi, Gek. Hi, Gek. All right, we got pumpkins in the ground. We have Amaya's over there and Rissa's. This is our pumpkin patch. We did Igor, or Igor, more correctly named, and we did Cinnamon Girl. So some of these down this patch, we'll see how they end up accepting the transplant. They just got put in the field on Friday. It's a Sunday. And we did about 1 meter spacing for each one. It looks like some are attacked. It's tough to say. Some hide. So I just pulling them all out. So we did 1 meter spacing on the Cinnamon Girl and Igor. That's about in between. So they would do like medium-sized pumpkins. And then we did Daisy Gourd and Autumn's over there on that side of the field. Let's go walk over. And those we did a 1/2 meter spacing. It's interesting that these were so tiny. We didn't order enough seeds. It probably should have been like 720. I only did 250 times 2. And then these are the ones that actually made it through the nursery. So very odd. Whatnot, I'll have to go check them, see if they're accepting their little environment and setup. They looked really good last week or before I told them to transplant. So we'll see how many actually make it through here and actually turn into nice pumpkins. There's some that just did really good, or maybe they just missed a bunch of spacing. So I just have to go check through and pull them out, get these pumpkins going. So yeah, other than that, this is good. We're gonna try a new spacing configuration for the field. And this is the same spot of land that we did all the peppers. Now it's going to be a pumpkin patch and gourd patch. Over there, we have our watermelon patch. So these are some of the daisy gourd. They looked really good. So I'm not sure if these guys will be happy, but we actually did 1 meter wide pathways in between so I can walk down the rows and see how they're doing. So it's not too bad. Looks like it was a good start to the pathways. At least we'll be able to work through that. But yeah, it looks like these guys are like tucked way in, 2 way in. So they're just gonna get baked by the plastic mulch. So I'll fix that. And then over there, we got a little watermelon patch next to the nursery. And then there's Rissa eating some candy. Who knows what she's doing. And then we got that, so those are, we did by seed over there. So I broke the irrigation up to do it by seed. So here's what I'm talking about when they get like tucked in. So I'm not sure why they're so tucked in, but this one just like utterly rotted already, which doesn't make any sense why it would be so tucked in. So we'll probably just tighten it up, make it a little bit better, and do the little B-roll of that. Rissa,
Hugs.
hug. Bugs.
I'm sure you've heard you've been screaming.
Nope, I've not heard anything.
Oh. Well, we've been screaming for an hour.
Screaming in terror?
Yes. By each other.
Biting each other?
No,
Whoa.
by each other, not biting each
Biting
other.
each other.
No.
This is your city park?
This is our city, yeah. City of Labuyo.
Are you recording this?
Yeah. And for my YouTube channel, you gotta go like and subscribe.
Yay! What's it called?
And ring the bell. Vanilla Joe Farm.
Alright.
Because somebody took Vanilla Joe and didn't do anything with it.
Shut up.
Daddy, you threw a perfectly good pepper. Pretty sure that's beaten or biting.
Hi, Bob. You picking peppers for us?
This is a perfectly good pepper.
Give it to me.
And you just threw it in that.
No, that was from last a couple days ago when we harvested.
It was perfect.
They must have not have seen it. Yeah, I know it's a lot of waves.
Wait, so you're harvesting chilies for other people?
Yeah, we sell them. Everything on this farm we
Yeah,
sell.
we need money.
Alright, I can help you guys.
Yeah, grab all the red ones.
All the red
Daddy.
ones?
Dada.
Mm-hmm.
Is it always okay if we go to their house again?
It's up to their parents and their mommy and daddy.
Yes, because tomorrow is Monday again.
Yeah, people got work.
But can they come to ours?
Yeah.
Really?
Not today.
Oh.
We'll be home late.
That's it. We will be home late, and I gotta go to work.
Where do I put the chili?
Toss me.
I like farm work. It's actually fun
Yeah.
compared to like regular school work.
Yes.
No.
You gotta have
Both are important. You can't have one without the other.
Are we gonna help take? Yeah.
Yeah, just the red ones.
What about this? Okay.
Good. Toss it in.
Just don't rub your eyes.
Yeah. Don't touch your hands after this.
I'm harvesting the back side and then
Yep. This is one more row.
I'm just getting attacked by thorns.
Toss them in the bucket.
Oh, bucket! Wow. You said only pick the red ones. Yep, just the red ones.